I'm Florida's 17th Lieutenant Governor Jeff Kottkamp, and I'm President and CEO of Florida TaxWatch, an independent, non-partisan, nonprofit taxpayer research institute and government watchdog. Week 1 of Florida's 2026 legislative session is now in the books. The session opened Tuesday, January 13th, with remarks from House and Senate leadership, followed by the State of the State address given for his final time by Governor Ron DeSantis. The speeches were light on specific priorities and focused more on past successes, with a few notable exceptions. Governor DeSantis' discussion of an AI Bill of Rights and President Albritton's Rural Renaissance Initiative. Two issues are already at the top: budgeting and taxes. State economists are warning about budget shortfalls if spending keeps up at the current pace. And on taxes, one topic is dominating: property taxes. The governor, House, and Senate have all signaled support for property tax relief, especially for homeowners. But there's no agreement yet on what the final approach should be. The House Select Committee has floated proposals with a wide range of fiscal impacts. Florida TaxWatch has a summary of those proposals for taxpayers who want more information. One of our priorities this session is seeing property tax reform that's meaningful and equitable. That's why Florida TaxWatch just released a new report titled Save Our Taxpayers. Property tax relief must be accomplished equitably. This builds on our September 2025 property tax options report and the 2025 How Florida Counties Compare, which has tools leaders can use to see how their counties stack up on taxes, revenue, and spending. We also saw several bills advance this week that are on our radar at Florida TaxWatch, including House Joint Resolution 203 regarding property tax. This is a 10-year phase-out of non-school property taxes on homestead properties. The bill cleared committee and is headed to the Ways and Means Committee. Senate Bill 250, Rural Renaissance. This is the Senate President's top priority, and it focuses on rural infrastructure, education, healthcare, and modernizing commerce. The bill passed the full Senate unanimously on the first day of session and is now waiting to be taken up by the House. Senate Bill 528 regarding manufacturing would create a chief manufacturing officer and a statewide promotion program for manufacturing. The bill was passed out of the Senate Commerce and Tourism Committee and is headed to the second committee stop. Senate Bill 48, Housing, would require allowing accessory dwelling units and expands affordable housing incentives. It was passed out of the Senate Appropriations Committee on Transportation, Tourism, and Economic Development and is headed to its final committee stop. House Bill 121 regarding nursing education, which increases oversight and accountability for pre-licensure nursing programs. It was passed by the full House by a vote 107-0. For information on these bills and many others moving this session, visit floridataxwatch.org for our legislative updates. As the eyes and ears of the taxpayers of Florida, Florida TaxWatch will continue to keep track of what's moving in the legislature this session and will let you know what it means to you as a taxpayer here in our great state. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you next week for another legislative recap.